So let us talk a little bit about the plugins, the additional plugins we could use in Cinema 4D. Maybe I have a bit more than you, but I will show and talk about only about the plugins you have. Um, I tried also some new ones. For me, this Baluster 4D, for example, is also new. I tried it very fast. I think it is cool for some kind of handrail. You simple select the spline. It should be some spline. Not, then you can well, let us make a cool own spline. Let's see what Baluster does with this. So execute. Oh, it is calculating a bit. Hope it was not too heavy. So yes, it calculated a while, but the problem was not to the spline, it was more this distance. I set it to 1, it was too close. You see, I can choose the spline, or I can choose this again, this complicated spline. And yes, it works also here fast. So you can change a little bit the profile here of the handrail of the elements here. Can do it rectangular. Let's see what it does. Yeah, fine. But I think it is only good for some kind of handrail. We cannot solve all handrail wishes that we have to make. Then for the other plugins like oops, plugins. Um, there are some other 4D plugins. This Arch plugin, you have to experiment a little bit self with these plugins because I do not use them also, not very much. I will show you one of the plugin I use a lot. It is this spline spread plugin. I can use it to spread along elements on a spline. Also for let us make some handrail for example, some balcony rail. Can build really cool thing. You have this spline now and this spline spread. You take this buff spline here and can now distribute if you want to build, for example, some handrail. Now only convert the cube with C. I do now some 100. Put it here. Set add some clones. Then 30. Then do here. You see it is not in the right X. I wanted to have only go to the cube, go to the X mode and rotate it by 90 degrees the X. And also move the X, only the X down, so then it is fine now. You can also add some variation of scaling, some variation of rotating. So this could be very cool. So and it's still it is interactive. You know, you can change it in real time. This this is the cool thing in Cinema 4D, I think, and you can animate everything also. So Spline Spread really a powerful plugin. Then one yeah, again this maybe this mirror plugin. This is simply here to mirror some elements. Let me make this cube, select it and plug in mirror. You can see, you can click if you if you want to keep the old one, duplicates object before mirroring. So now I have both one of this and I have this. Yes, and one of the newest plugins we have is, yeah, and again for modeling, this tool generator. I mean, simple experiment a bit with stuff, try to watch some YouTube videos how it works. I think it could be cool for some kind of roof generating. Hmm. No, I have to. You have to watch them to try. I used it not that much. And we have what is very good is this duplicate object. It is for duplicating some objects. So you simply duplicate copies 30, if possible generate instances. Yeah, simple duplicate objects. And one of the coolest, newest plugins that I saw is this Forester plugin. You know it maybe from 3ds Max. We use for now only this multi-cloner from Forester plugin, and we use it specially for make vegetation and 3D grass. So now I wanted to make, for example, some grass on that surfaces. Only that. Let us choose only that one. I selected that surfaces. And make a selection and freeze. So now drag in some from the library. Some grass. So this is mainly the base grass, but you are free to use also some other. Let me try now some other grass patches. You can use some patches from here, or you take this main preset, and there we have some grass bunch. I mostly use this one and put it in the multi-cloner. This multi-cloner plugin I connect with the surface distribution geometry. And is it this? Yes, it is the surface. And I add the filtering that I want to use it only on this polygon selection, filter by polygon selection. Now it should be only on this. Let me see why it doesn't display points. No, I don't want to display the points. I want to display the real grass now. Maybe this polygon is not clean. It was some import from 3ds Max. Let me do it with some new polygon. Convert it and take this one and the filtering. Delete the filtering. And now you have to increase the number of clone counts. Let me can see it. For that big size, it takes a lot of clones. Now it is already mostly on the limit program, but this is no problem because yeah, see, it is not enough still. Now I can also increase a bit the size of the grass, but we can now click on this display only the points and then simple add to 100 on 100,000, and it is fine then for rendering. Render instance is activated. So also I can here select some polygons. Where selection, freeze. Coherent polygon selection. You can see now I have it only on this path. You can also simply invert this selection. Then you have it everywhere. Extend this path. Let me give this layer some material. Let me try to show the grass, the real grass. Take some calculation. Yes, great. So you can also use it to distribute the same cloner to distribute some flowers, or you can take that things. Can also take, for example, let us take some those three. Set the it was only a little bit shifted. That was the problem, I think. Again, the most grass patches are for if it hangs a bit, then simply let them load their materials, and then it still works fine for moving. You see, we have now this. You can also make a third. So you are really free to make your own grass. You know, I will not tell you this is the grass that we every time use. I mean, you can do what is needed, what grass is needed. And for surfers, there has also some great variation tools with scaling, randomizing. You see it here. Randomize position, scaling, rotation. I think you can also distribute on a curve. I think this is the same like Spline Spread does. And you can filter the density with a lot of parameters. So maybe let us start to do this, and yeah, sometimes you have to reactivate it. I see now this flowers has some X problem. We have to set always to 0, 0, 0. We will adjust it in the library. So now we have some really cool grass. If we also add this one. I see it makes the flowers on the same points. Yes, okay, those are the plugins that I know. You can also experiment and watch YouTube videos for other plugins, and we can extend that in the future.